Welcome you all once again. Myself Pranshu Kumar Pathak, and in this particular practice session, we are practicing some bioinformatics tools and technique. And in upcoming lectures, I will discuss more. But up to this lecture, I have discussed BLAST, protein BLAST, nucleotide BLAST, and so forth. Multi-line for pairwise alignment and primer designing. I think this is done, and our main goal is vector specific cloning. This is very much important, and restriction mapping. Okay, so let's begin. I think this is done, this is also done, and primer designing is also done. Now I'm skipping this slide because I have already discussed a lot. So now our main goal is to make a vector specific cloning experiment. We have to perform vector specific cloning. For this you have to be very cautious, and restriction mapping is really much important. Without restriction mapping you cannot clone your gene in a particular set of sequence. So for this, let's play Holy. This is your vector. In this vector, what is much important? This is your gene of interest. So you have to clone this sequence by the help of restriction enzymes. So this restriction enzyme is really very important for you guys. So where you will incorporate your gene of interest? This is another question. So for this you have to understand, in any type of vector, here is PET28 A, B, C. So why I have taken this? Because I have used this vector for protein expression. For if you will use protein expression technique, so you have to use what type of vector? Expression vector. Guys, there are two type of vectors. One is cloning vector, and this is another is expression vector. And PET28 A, B, C all are expression vectors. Okay, so for protein we have to use PET28 A, B and C. These are the series, and the length of this vector is 5.3 kb. Okay, so where your gene of interest will go and sit? So for this you have to know the MCS region. What is MCS region? Multiple cloning site. So I think in biotechnology classes you people understand what is MCS and all. So I will not go in detail. So it's a set of restriction enzyme which is given in your vector. So if these restriction site, if you have to use this restriction enzymes for cutting your gene of interest for sequencing. So for this I just want to tell you something more in detail in Hindi, because I'm not comfortable and I'm feeling to say something extraordinary, so I can't go in English. So I just want to I just really want to give something extra in Hindi. So let's begin. जैसे ही आपके पास कोई वेक्टर है, ठीक है, जब आपके पास वेक्टर है तो आपको क्या करना है? उसके मल्टीपल क्लोनिंग साइट से पार्टिकुलर सेगमेंट को हटाना है और वहां पे आपको जीन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट को फिट करना है, ठीक है, उसी रिस्ट्रिक्शन साइट में. तो आपका जो प्राइमर होगा उसमें आपको क्या डालना पड़ेगा? वो रिस्ट्रिक्शन साइट डालना पड़ेगा जो वेक्टर को क्या करेगा, वेक्टर में भी हो और आपके एंजाइम में भी हो, आपके जीन ऑफ इंटरेस्ट के प्राइमर में भी हो. और इसके लिए आपको एक चीज ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कि यू विल नेवर यूज दोज रिस्ट्रिक्शन एंजाइम विच कट योर डीएनए. मीन्स व्हाट? First of all, you have to use restriction mapping of your sequence. First of all, what you will do? You will do your restriction mapping of your gene. If your gene is cut by these enzymes, suppose these all, these are the restriction enzyme found in your vector. So you can only those restriction enzyme when you will perform restriction mapping and zero cutter, zero cutter, I will explain what is zero cutter and what is one cutter, multiple cutter and all. So gene cannot be cut. If your gene is cut, everything will go on, everything is vanished. You cannot able to express your protein. So what you have to do, you can only use those restriction enzyme which is not present in your gene. So how can you do? For this you have to do restriction mapping. So let's come. So in this vector, T7 promoter is used, T7 transcription start site is, and his tag. You know basic thing of protein, it is not only key you just incorporate your sequence and you translate it. Every researcher want to purify that protein. So for purification, his tag is really very important. So I will tell you how this his tag help to purify protein, because it is a type of affinity chromatography, and his tag and imidazole concentration help to purify your protein. So this is not a lecture for purification of protein, so I will not go in detail of protein purification and all. Just I just want to make sure that his tag is really much important for what? For your purification of particular gene of interest protein. So BAMH1, JO1, because BAMH1 and JO1 in high 5, BAMH1 and JO1 are zero cutter. I will show you why, and you can do in any type of gene. I have used high 5. You can use any type of gene, high 5, COP1, HMGR, MIB transcription factor, and you can select any human gene, insulin, beta globulin, and so forth. But I have used high 5 for giving you a flavor of I just want to perform experiment, so I have used a gene. That's it, nothing more. Okay. So my dear friend, now we have to go for restriction mapping. So let's begin. Okay. Yes, I can go from there also, but I just want to skip, just discard it, and let's come on restriction mapping. So in this particular lecture, I have covered 2 restriction mapping software. So let's play. This is your sequence. Yes, this is your CDS, because in between CDS there is those restriction enzyme which cut your CDS sequence. You cannot use that type of restriction enzyme in your primer. If you will use that type of that type of restriction enzyme in your primer, then it will cut your sequence and you are not able to express your protein. Okay, so just I will copy it and nothing, just Control Alt, Control V and submit it. It will give you the result. See, now I will, because I have used BAMH1, so BAMH1 is non means zero cutter, and second I have used XHO1, so XHO1 is also non, means zero cutter. So this is one, and second is restriction mapper. So what you will do, again you will select all, back, Control V, paste, and just map site. So in this I will zoom it for you to see non-cutter or zero cutter. So my dear friend, BAMH1 is non-cutter, so BAMH1 can be used for your experiment. Now the second thing is XHO1. So this is your XHO1. So BAMH1 and XHO1 can be used for this experiment, and these enzymes cannot be used because these enzymes can bluntant 5 primers, site, the how many frequency of cutting, देखो 4 टाइम कट कर देगा तो आपका सीक्वेंस पता है कितना बार कट जाएगा. So you cannot use those restriction enzyme which can cut in between your sequence. So you have to use non-cutters. Okay, so let's play Hole. So restriction mapping समझ में आया? I think you all understand restriction mapping. Okay, then go. Come. So my dear friend, I have just snapshot. I have taken some snapshot from these softwares and just put here. I think you have already seen this thing sequence. So BAM H1 and Jo1 is non-cutter. So you can use BAM H1 and XH1 in your primer. So you can also, you have seen these non-cutters. I think my dear friend, you have seen these things. So this is, you cannot use those type of restriction enzyme which frequency is more than 1 or 1, because if your gene is cut from between, if your gene is cut from between, if your sequence is abolished or if it is cut, then your protein will not express. Okay, so I think, so now vector specific cloning you can understand. So what you will do, this is your vector. So vector has MCS, and you know in your vector BAM H1 and XHO1 is there, and this is your sequence, amplified sequence. You know, first time what you will do, you will use primary PCR. So first primer is from UTR region. I have already did these things. So first primer F1R1 is from, if it is TGA, then F1 and R1 is from outside, and now you have to make another primer from this region to cut from that particular site to that particular site. So you for expression analysis and for proper cloning, you have to perform primary PCR from F1R1 and from F2R2, from start site to stop site. You have to again design forward and reverse primer, and this primer you will named as F2 and R2, and this is called as secondary PCR or flanking PCR. So I just want to tell you, this is the high 5 sequence. Suppose first of all you have amplify that much of sequence, and then after amplification, if you will use, you know, this is F1 and R1. Okay, F1 R1. Now this is ATG start site and this is stop site. So now you will design another set of primer named as F2 and R2, and this is called flanking primer because you have designed from inside. This is also called as flanking PCR or inverse PCR. Oh, you are taking, you know, this is your secondary PCR. You are going nearby your sequence and you are again amplifying that particular set of CDS only. First of all, you are just amplified your whole sequence, and then second time what you are reducing the length, you know. So in F1R1 the size of fragment is more in comparison to the F2R2. So F2R2 का फ्रेगमेंट क्या होगा, नीचे आएगा, एंड F1R1 का सीक्वेंस क्या होगा, आप आएगा। जेल में जब देखोगे तो F1R1 का क्या होगा, F1R1 sequence will be there and F2R2 will come down. Why? Because length is decreased, because this is flanking primer. I think you understand. So to incorporate a sequence into a vector, you will digest by BAM H1 and Jo1, and same you will digest your sequence also through BAM and Jo1. So now you will ligate it by the help of ligase enzyme, and then your sequence will ligate there then you will perform transformation and all. These are the other techniques and tools. So basic thing in vector specific cloning is you have to digest the same, you have to digest your vector and gene of interest with the same restriction enzyme from vector and gene both. So BAM-H1 and JO1 is used in both cases, in gene and vector both, because अगर यहाँ पे BAM-H1 से काटे और यहाँ JO1 से काटे और यहाँ किसी और से कट कर दिए, तो it cannot go and sit here. I think you understand. So now, very important thing to discuss, guys. You know, PET का जो series है, PET have 3 versions, PET A, B and C. And PET B is most of the lab. No, this is my own personal experience, because I have did my experiment for PET 28B. So what is difference between A, B and C? So for this I have made very important lecture, and please guys, if you want to express your protein, please stay tuned and try to learn the basic knowledge and basic difference between 3 sets of series of PET, you know, A, B and C. अगर आप PET 28A यूज करते हैं, you don't have to concern about your primer. You can make a primer and just set. So triplet is not be vanished in the case of PET 28B, and in PET 28A you don't have to bother about the frame shifting and all. You know, क्लोनिंग में बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान देना पड़ता है शिफ्टिंग ऑफ द फ्रेम, जो कि अभी आपको हम दिखाएंगे कैसे शिफ्टिंग हो जाती है. You know, shifting can leads to frame shift mutation and everything will change. Your whole set of protein will change. So in PET 28B, if your ATG is there, so before ATG you have to put any nucleotide. If you not able to put any nucleotide, then whole sequence will, you know, प्रोटीन सीक्वेंस में क्या होता है, ट्रिपलेट में कोड को पढ़ा जाता है ना, ट्रिपलेट में ही कोड पढ़ा जाता है ना. प्रोटीन एक अमीनो एसिड इज कंपोज्ड ऑफ 3 न्यूक्लियोटाइड, सो 3 ट्रिपलेट इज मच मोर इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड एवरी रिस्ट्रिक्शन एंजाइम, मैक्सिमम रिस्ट्रिक्शन एंजाइम, दैट इज BAM-H1 and JO1, basically hexacutter. So 6 nucleotide sequence are present in BAM-H1 and JO1. So it is very much important to understand the basic difference between A, B and C. So in A you don't have to bother, you just have to frame and just you have to go for primers. But in PET 28B vector you have to insert extra nucleotide, any nucleotide, A, G, C, T, whatever you want, but you have to put extra nucleotide before start code in your primer to maintain a frame, because frame will change, everything will change. So in PET 28C you have to add 2 nucleotide. So I think you are feeling bored, so for this I have made very interesting thing for you. Just wait and watch. Let's see. आप लोग बहुत अच्छे से पढ़े होंगे ना ट्रिपलेट कोड. So let's play Hole. So this is PET 28A sequence and this is B. So guys, as you can see here, this is methionine triplet code ATG, this is glycine, this is arginine, this is your glycine again, and this is serine. So in PET 28A, this is your GGATTC. BAM-H1 site क्या होता है? BAM-H1 site is GGATCC. So guys, now you can see clearly and try to look very closely. No, try to see very close. What you will find, I will just remove all these things to understand basic things. What you are finding, what you are getting at A and B. Is any triplet is disturbing PET 28B or not? Yes, of course. In this PET 28A, nothing is changed because it is coming in triplet. So you don't have to bother. It will read ATG and go. But in this case, this is C. And in this case, it will take your A, and then A is gone. Now your methionine will not coded by your sequence. So if you are using PET28B, so what you have to do? You have to put any nucleotide here, CCN, then it will code ATG and all. I think you are able to understand why we are putting a extra nucleotide in PET28B. And C, this is only C will there, so you have to put CNN. So this is for PET series C, and this is for B plus PET28B. In A, you don't have to bother. So these are the 3 series of PET which is made for your purpose. Particular nucleotide is changed for your protein expression. This is artificially created, not it is done, it is not naturally, it is created for your protein expression techniques. So PET28B is really very efficient. So in PET28B series, what you have to do, just you have to put extra nucleotide A before starting your experiment. And in primer, starting primer, that is your F2 primer which contain BAM-H1, है ना, forward primer जो होगा, you have to put extra nucleotide in your sequence. So my dear friend, this is the basic funda, and this is basically for confirming your colony PCR. So what you have to do, if you will do something, then these things are really very tedious to understand on MSc level. But my dear friend, I was just want to give you the flavor of cloning and all. So my dear friend, T7 forward primer and reverse primer is basically a primer that is made for the purpose for rechecking. Endogenous experiment, you have to perform endogenous fragment. So T7 is there. So T7 forward primer and reverse primer, it's approximately, it gives 200 base pair in length for your checking that your gene is going inside or not. If your fragment is, our gene is 507 base pair, then if you clone into the PET28B, then your fragment size will be 500 plus 200 base pair. T7 forward reverse भी इसमें आएगा, T7 forward reverse आएगा, तो 200 base pair will be added. Then your sequence will give the fragment size of 5707, means about to 800 base pair, okay, or 700 to 800 base pair you will get the fragment when you will do cloning PCR, colony PCR for these type of colonies. So T7 forward primer and reverse primer is very much important. So these are the another things, but you have to understand the difference between primary PCR and secondary PCR. So primary PCR without restriction site and secondary PCR with restriction site. And as you can see here that I have added one extra nucleotide A, adenine, before this is, if it is cut by here, then see, this is the triplet. Now I will erase it to make you clear. So this is your enzyme, and restriction site, what it will do, it will cut from there. So now try to make triplet. GAT is your first triplet, CCA is another triplet, and then your frame is there. So your frame is not disturbed, then your protein will express as same as your area of interest. So now you can able to purify your protein. If suppose A is not there, then क्या होता, what will happen, CCA ले लेता. Now your start code is TGC, so it is not methionine. Your whole protein will shift and everything will vanish. You are not able to do anything but this type of setup the primer. So my dear friends, I think these things will help you a lot to understand. So now, for reverse primer check, which is really much important, I have already told you to reverse complementation and why reverse complementation is really so important. So my dear friend, thank you so much for watching these lectures, and I think this lecture is really important for you guys. So watch it very seriously, and if you have any problem, please try to contact me. I will help you in these things, because this is really very, this topic is really for tactical purpose. So I just want to give you the flavor of how we are designing primer and how cloning is done, and so forth, for purification and any other technique. Cloning is basically done by this only means. Whether the vector will be different, vector will change, but in cloning cannot be changed. So thank you so much for your paying attention, and if you have any query, please let me know. I will support you and I will really help you. And stay tuned and watch very seriously. Small thing can change your life. Thank you so much.